Okay, the next person that we interviewed was my father, Scott Erickson. He's in his 40s and he went to college, so he's pretty educated. For the 5 most important responsibilities of an individual towards society, the first one that he said is respecting authority. So basically just, like, I think what he means is just obeying the laws of, like...
Yeah, it goes with obeying the laws, which goes with good morals, which is what we already said.
So I guess that just, like, he said that would keep the members safe and secure. So it would just keep the society, like, well-working, and, like, there wouldn't be discrimination. So that was the first one. The second one, he said, would be contribution to society. So we already talked about this one. We had this one on ours. And basically just saying, like, you could volunteer.
Like community service.
Yeah, and, like, yeah, just volunteering.
Also, like Danny's mother said, like, the community events.
Yeah.
To have those.
Yeah, like, have just, like, a day of planting trees or something like that. Like, that would work for both scenarios.
Yeah, because it helps the society and also brings everyone together, like the community events. The third one was to participate in society. So this one goes with the voting, like, just like if that's a common expectation, then you can just vote, and that would also be participating in society. So it's not like a rule, but it's still you're participating and you're, like, having a say.
And it also relates to 1984 because they had to, well, contribution to society and participate in society both relate to 1984 because Winston and Julia, like, kept going to those... The ministry and, like, going to those community center activities and stuff.
Sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, like, just participating, and it kept their low profile, but it relates to these two things.
The fourth one that he said is to treat other members of society equally. So this is basically a basic one that I think we've all agreed upon, that it needs to be in the top 5.
Treat others
equally. Because it makes people feel like they belong, I guess, and it just keeps things well working. And
I think every single one has included that there.
Yeah.
So obviously that's
important, if all of us.
But I like how he put it in his individual toward society, whereas we put it in our society to an individual.
Yeah, so it's like...
So did my mom. She put it into the individual.
So you're treating other people equally, rather.
Which will result in the society treating other people equally.
So it just starts with the individual rather than starting with the society.
Yeah, like the individuals will lead the example.
Yeah. And the last one he said for an individual toward a society is to accept and follow the laws of society. So we've all...
I think, I agree with that one, but I think it should be higher up. Because it's more of an issue if they follow the laws. Because if they don't follow the laws, then how is everyone supposed to be equal? If certain people are, like, disobeying the law, committing crimes.
Yeah, like if they benefit from laws they break, then that's not really equal.
Yeah. Like robbing a bank or something, they can't they benefit from that, and then others would feel put, like, down.
And we had this one in all our other interviews too, so obviously it's one that needs to be on our top 5.
Yeah, it's of high ranking. For sure.
So we agree with that, we just think it should be higher up. The 5 most important responsibilities of a society toward an individual. The first one, he said, would be self-defense or the sustainability of the society. So by saying that, he said he means just the protection from outsiders. So that kind of...
Would that mean, like, countries protecting other countries, sort of like a treaty alliance, sort of?
Yeah, but it could be, like, the country protecting...
Its citizens. Like
its
the
citizens
military.
from individuals. It could be, like, protecting certain
sort of like
individuals.
the police?
I guess just, like, any, like, immigrants, I think is what he's trying to say, that could threaten the society.
So just any self-defense, whether it's a country or it's individual.
Yeah, so the society would have to provide physical protection in order to meet this.
Okay, But you know how we're trying to, like, create a healthy society?
Yeah.
Like, and our definition of a healthy society was, like, no, like, dystopia.
Yeah.
I mean, not dystopia. Utopia is, like, no war, no conflict.
Yeah.
If our society was that, like, perfect, we wouldn't need self-defense. So I don't think that should be ranked number one in our, like, utopia.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Because I think that would be number one for getting to the utopia. Like, the process of getting there.
But
once
actually
you're
there, you don't need it.
I don't think you'd need self-defense unless, like...
That wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
So I don't think... I mean, yes, they should just, like, protection in general from, like... protection from... I don't know, like, risk factors, like... Businesses should be protected, like, kind of insurance-wise. Like, if someone breaks in, they should be protected that way, but I don't think it should be, like, military as much. Because once you're, like, at the stage of a utopia, I don't think you'll need a military. I mean, you could have one, like, ready to go, but I don't think that should be number one.
Alright.
Or even on the top 5.
Yeah.
Just, like, a broader, maybe, like, just protection.